Hey, what's going on, everybody? David here, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be taking an early look at Gemini Man on 4K Ultra HD. Does have 4K Ultra HD, Blu-ray, and digital copy. Gemini Man is starring Will Smith. Previews for this thing was everywhere. If you haven't seen a preview for it, I urge you to go check out a trailer because it is pretty interesting. Essentially, the story is, there is an assassin, a sniper that's basically in retirement mode. He's on his last mission, and he's ready to retire, but they don't let him retire quietly. And they send somebody after him, and that's his greatest enemy, himself. And it's funny because I remember they talked about how this movie was like 30 years or something like that in the making. And initially, Will Smith's character initially was supposed to be Clint Eastwood, and then as production or them planning on making this movie went along, it turned into Harrison Ford. And it's always funny to hear stories like that because you're like, wow, what could that movie have been if that went that way? I used to love reading like these like film magazines back in the 90s. And there was always, I can't remember what it was called specifically, but there was always like a section at the end that would give like little synopsises or rundowns of movies that were like currently in production or greenlit to be made. And I remember reading about Gemini Man way back then. So it's pretty cool that like finally it's out. Like it's kind of nuts. And seeing Will Smith attached to it is a totally different scenario as well. I actually enjoyed this movie quite a bit. I enjoyed this movie more than I thought I was going to. I'll say that. The action is amazing. Everything that is in the movie, action wise and fight wise, like the choreography is pretty fantastic and really hard hitting, fast paced type of action, which I really like a lot. The interesting part was that I watched this movie for about like a good 30, 45 minutes, something like that, until it got to like, the part that you see here, kind of thing. And up until that point, like I was so engulfed in the story that I completely forgot what the movie was about, essentially. So when young Will Smith here popped up on the screen, I'm like, whoa, hold up. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, I forgot. But it was really, really good. I really liked it a lot. The only negative thing that I have to say about this movie is that the facial capture of the young Will Smith, it's very, very evident that it's not young Will Smith. But we have like Infinity War and all these other movies, these big superhero movies where full-on CG characters actually look like people. Here it's a little different. It kind of looks like a person with Will Smith's face just slapped on there, like young Will Smith's face. And I think for the most part it was Will Smith, but you can see like there's just something wrong. It's almost I hate to say it like this, but it was almost like Superman mustache weird. You know what I mean? To a certain extent, but again, for the most part, I love the story. The movie was really, really good. It was just that one little thing that took me out of the movie here and there. But other than that, I thought it was great. Check out the cover here, fantastic. And then here goes the back here in case you guys don't know what it's about. And Mary Elizabeth Winstead was awesome as well in this movie. I don't really see her like in these action roles very often. So whenever she does do something like action oriented, it's pretty cool. I kind of dig it. All right, so it does come with digital copy. And here we have, let me see here, the Blu-ray on this side, 4K on this side. No discard or anything like that. Fairly basic. The blue for the Blu-ray, and then the black, solid black with the logo on top for the 4K. But that's okay. Not every movie has to have discard. It's always appreciated when it does, but this movie was great either way though. And then here goes the front, back, and spine for Gemini Man, and this one is going to be coming out January 14th from Paramount. And I believe, I think Best Buy has it for like, I think $30, and I think so does Amazon. So it's kind of like a toss-up where you want to get it. I will put a link down in the description below if you guys want to pick it up from there. But yeah, I like I said, I really like this movie a lot. I dug it. It was a good popcorn movie with lots of drama as well. Ang Lee directed the film, so you know there's always that dramatic element in there. I love it whenever he does these like big grandiose, you know, special effects movies. But then you still see like that dramatic twist in there. That's his, you know, his style. You know what I mean? So it was really good. I highly suggest picking this one up. Anyway, just want to do that quick unboxing and review for you guys, real quick. Just so that way you guys know what to expect whenever it comes out on the 14th. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Please give this video a big thumbs up. If you dug it or found it informative in any way, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well, because I will be coming back with more videos as always. And with all that being said, we'll catch you next time.